Hey guys, it's KC with KeepCookinKC. Today we are doing hot sausage sandwiches. If you're from Pittsburgh, you know what they are. I only recently found out maybe a year ago that it is not common everywhere. So, put it on the list of things that are weird that Pittsburghers eat that other people don't eat, like fries on chicken salads, which, by the way, is amazing. Don't knock it until you try it. This recipe is actually a recipe from my mom, and it is the best hot sausage sandwich that you will ever have, period. So anytime you go to a graduation party after you've made this and eaten it, you can go ahead and tell them they're doing it wrong. Alright, but let's roll. Hey, it's me, KC. Welcome to KeepCookinKC. I hope you find this video pretty helpful. Yeah, that's really embarrassing. That's how I live my life. Finger guns, doo-doo, doo-doo. Yeah, back in my holster now. Thanks. I know that it says crushed tomatoes. We're actually using diced tomatoes. I grabbed the wrong can and didn't notice that, so totally ignore crushed. We're doing 2 cans of diced. You know, actually, when I tried to explain what hot sausage is to my sister-in-law, she looked at me like I had 7 heads. Yeah, you know, you know, it was insane. So I think it's just really a lot of heat spices. That's what it is. It's just hot. It's spicy. It's amazing. And actually, when you come back down, I'll make some for you because, well, I think I promised it the last time. So. As per usual in my videos, you see that I have pre-cut onions and peppers. If you don't know this already, what I usually do is if I'm using peppers and onions for one meal, a lot of times it doesn't call for the whole thing, and if it doesn't, then I cut the rest of the vegetable and I put it in little freezer bags, and then I whip them out whenever I'm ready. So those are peppers and onions. Usually I use green peppers for this recipe, but I just happen to have the red and yellow and orange on hand, so they work just as well. They're a little bit sweeter, though. I like the little bit of bitterness from the green pepper, so totally up to you. Either way, totally good though. So this video, you'll notice that I have both a big pot that I'm cooking in and also a pressure cooker that I'm cooking in. You can actually do the whole thing in the pressure cooker if you have the right settings. So like for instance, my pressure cooker has vegetable and steam on it. If I were to do this whole thing in the pressure cooker, except for I would still have to use a pan, but I would put the vegetables and the oil in that, and then hit the vegetable steam button and let that go and cook while I was cooking the sausage. I don't know what it is about cutting stuff. It's just so relaxing. Like, I don't know. I just thoroughly enjoy it. From a culinary standpoint, Pittsburgh is probably one of the most unique cities to eat food in. There's just so many like weird things that like you don't even realize when you're from Pittsburgh that it's not normal. But when people come here, they're like, dude, you all eat weird stuff, but it's good. You know, like we have apple pie and cinnamon ice cream. We have gravy on our French fries. We have for Manny's, which is huge. They put fries and coleslaw on their sandwiches. I mean, it's mind-blowing the type of things that like Pittsburgh does with their food. It's just so cool. We even put fries on our pizza. Like, we put fries on everything. We put fries on our fries. Like, it's great. So it's really cool. Then we call things weird things that like you just wouldn't realize it until you're from here and somebody says, what? Like, what'd you just say? For instance, like a dippy egg, dude. I didn't know that wasn't a thing. So if you don't know what that is, I don't know, from the time that we were growing up, like we called them dippy eggs, but they're over easy. That's what that means. It's just an over easy egg. You dip it with your toast, so they're dippy. What else do we got? We halushki. I mean, we eat so many things that I don't think most people ever eat, like pierogies. Like, we got it all, man. We love food. It's really cool, actually. Mushrooms are one of the vegetables that I don't usually freeze because I don't think that they freeze right. Sort of like potatoes. I don't think potatoes freeze right either. I tried one time and they tasted really weird. They were like gritty. So, and mushrooms are very full of moisture, and I'm just not, they're weird texture. I don't really know. I don't know how to describe it, but I just don't think that mushrooms hold well if they're frozen. It's probably why you never really see them too often, except for like a frozen pizza or whatever, but by themselves, you don't really see them frozen. Canned, yes. Frozen, no. Check out my free meal planner. Every week I put out like a weekly meal planner and a grocery list. So you can always check that out. I'll leave the link down in the description. As you'll notice, I brown the sausage first, and then I put it into the pot or your pressure cooker, whichever one, and finish cooking it that way. What you'll do is you'll take the water, dump the water in the rest of the skillet where you browned your sausage, get the rest of that flavor up. I love doing this. This is my favorite part about cooking because you build flavor, right? So you're taking the flavor in that water from that pan and putting it in with the vegetables and also with the sausage. And you'll add in your tomatoes and all that and let it cook. So if it's in a pot, for about 2 hours. If it's in the pressure cooker, half an hour. The pressure cooker is great. Pittsburgh's pretty cool though. If you ever get a chance to like check it out and you want to explore food, I would definitely go downtown and just try everything out. South Side especially, there's a lot of restaurants out that way. Market Square has a lot. A lot of people like Station Square's food. It's just there's so many places to go. And if you're from Pittsburgh and you know what I'm talking about, shoot a comment down below at what your favorite restaurant to go to in Pittsburgh is. Dude, it's so good. It's so easy. Before everything is done cooking, I like to take the buns, cut them up like you would, and then put them in the broiler to get a nice toast on them, so that whenever you go to put your hot sausage on, it doesn't get all soggy and gross. And then whenever it is done cooking, you put your hot sausage back on, and your cheese and all that, and you put it back under the broiler because it makes it perfecto. Pittsburgh also has some really weird traditions. This is actually going to be like a Pittsburgh themed video because I love this place. This is my favorite, all my favorites. But like a Pittsburgh tradition is a cookie table, which is also something like, if you're from Pittsburgh, half the time you don't even know it's not normal. That was mind-blowing to me. I'm like, what do you mean people don't normally have cookies at a wedding? We have cookie tables. Like, we're supposed to, right? Like, that's a thing. And then we have wedding soup, which is also apparently a Pittsburgh thing, but it is the best wedding soup. My mom makes the best wedding soup, actually. So I'm gonna have to get that recipe off her. My mom is one of my favorite cooks that ever lived. She's shown me a lot, and you'll see a lot of her recipes on here. Her fried chicken's on here because that stuff is good, and in a lot of recipes that I make, I use that chicken, that same exact chicken, and then I just, you know, decorate it with some other food, and it's just really good stuff. So, which maybe I'll be throwing a whole bunch of links on here for you. I hope you guys, if you're from Pittsburgh, I hope you enjoyed the Pittsburgh shout out. And if you're not from Pittsburgh, I hope you find all these cool little facts interesting and that you want to check Pittsburgh out. And hopefully in the comments below, you'll see some really good places to eat at. So we'll see you guys. If you guys enjoyed this recipe, I am so excited to be able to share it with you. And if you guys want to see videos that are always coming out, you can subscribe with this little head right here. Just click that head, and we'll see you guys next time. I'll keep